Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, as usual, to bring you guys Akame ga Kill episode reviews. Today is episode 9 of Akame ga Kill, and of course, the episode link is in the box below on Crunchyroll.com. This week's episode, today's episode, whoa. I mean, whoa. To the umph degree. 100-fold whoa. So, because I had a feeling that she was going to dig Tatsumi, given her criteria of what she wants in a man, or I should say a boy, because what she really wants is a boy. Apparently, she's one of those older chicks that just likes younger dudes. But, and I'm assuming that, like, the age difference between Esdeath and Tatsumi is, like, at least 4 or 5 years, give or take, something like that. But, the fact that the competition was over, everything was all said and done, and she walks down, and she says, "I have your prize." He thinks it's money, and then she, like, seemingly pulls out of her bra a collar, and just wraps him, and just, yeah, you're mine now. Over. I'm like, what? Like, did no one in the arena say, kidnapping, hey, it's kind of illegal, you can't really do that to the people, you just can't grab him and take it from yourself. So, I mean, that's what I would assume. I'd be like, hey, that's, you know, illegal, just point out there, so, don't kill me, just saying that what you're doing is against the law. You gotta obey the law. So, I mean, I guess maybe she has an exemption because she's a general. But that threw me the fuck off. And now you have a situation where the Night Raid think that Tatsumi was caught being a Night Raid member, when in fact, Esdeath, she just fell in love with this guy. And I called this early on. I called it that if Esdeath falls in love with Tatsumi, well, I just called it in general. Like, I had a feeling that that may happen, and it did happen. So, right now, I'm Nostradamus. I can see into the future. I can see the future! Like, I can see into the future, bro. So, that, again, even though I can see into the future, it threw me off. And, like, the fact that she just walked down and just grabbed him. So, now they're believing that their base is compromised, and Najenda, she's gone. So, basically, you have Akame, who is now temporarily the boss, and they're going to move deep into the mountains as a means of making sure that they're not compromised. And then, they are going to try and find a way to get Tatsumi back, probably. Now, if you look at the preview, it looks like Mr. Stylish, or Dr. Stylish, he has maybe an idea, or a hint of some kind, that Tatsumi isn't exactly all peaches and cream. And this actually may turn out to be a good thing, in a weird roundabout way. Because Esdeath, when you look at her criteria, Tatsumi, because he fits the criteria, she may train him. If she trains him for, like, let's say, a week or two, or like a month or two, if it actually lasts that long, him being held captive by the Jaegers squad, which is... I can't believe their name is the Jaegers. Like, their name is literally after a fucking Zoid. Either way, you have the Zoid squad. And the Zoid squad, they may hold them for, like, let's say, I'm gonna say, maybe at least a week. Give or take. That's my assumption. But he may somehow escape, so that may happen as well. Don't know, not too sure. Now, the other main thing in the episode is the creation of the Jaegers themselves. First of all, you have Kurome. Then you have this guy called Bolus. And he's part of the incineration squad. He's really shy, but, like, I thought that he was gay, but he's not. He's not homosexual. He's just weird. He's just very shy. Like the way he was holding, like, the tray of tea, like, over his chest, I was like, he may roll the other way. But he's not. He's just really shy, so that kind of threw me off. And then you have Dr. Stylish, who I'm pretty sure is homosexual, or he just could be very flamboyant, I'm not too sure. Then you have, of course, Mrs. Ubiquitous. She has full-on, like, Full Metal Alchemist arms going on. And then you have Wave. Now, Wave is, like, he's basically the Tatsumi of the Jaeger squad. That's what he is. And there's one more guy, or there's one more person too, I think. Let me see here. There's Dr. Stylish, Bolus, Kurome, Siri Ubiquitous, Wave. There's someone else too, because there's 6 people. I'm forgetting someone. Oh yeah, and this guy called Run. There we go. This guy called Run. So getting back to the same before, Wave, he is like the Tatsumi of the group, pretty much. And his position, I mean, he starts off cooking, just like Tatsumi did. And when he first went to the city, he seemed like a hick, just like Tatsumi would seem like to be a hick. Well, they are hicks, technically. So, the point here is that, I mean, Wave, I'm gonna call him Meku Tsunami, because that's what he reminds me of. Like, the moment he said, my name's Wave, and he had a fish on his back, I'm like, fucking Mako. The moment I saw that, Meku Tsunami. So, Wave, he's not like a bad dude. You can argue that with Bolus, given his standing in the Incineration Squad. Dr. Stylish, we don't know much about him at all. Siri Ubiquitous, she believes that she's fighting on the side of justice, but she's actually not. We all know that. Kurome, we saw her before, sitting on top of a pile of bodies, so clearly not the nicest girl in the world, obviously. And they're all a part of Esdeath's unit. And Esdeath pretty much has these 6 guys to replace Liver, Nyao, and the other dude with the axe. And by the way, that's what Ninjendo's doing right now. She's going over to the army to give the Imperial arms that they've gotten to guys down there and see if they can't get more people up here to join the night raid, which would be pretty cool if they actually found more members. And then seeing how they interact with the characters among the, I guess, seasoned veterans of the night raid will also be fairly fascinating as well. Moving on, there's a flashback that's very important. We get to see the power of Esdeath. She pulled some like Aokiji type shit, man. Like she just fucking bam. And then the water from the one side of the river to the other side of the river completely frozen. And she was actually really upset that she was given orders to use her Imperial arm to eradicate this tribe of guys, which, in her mind, the struggles of the environment are a quintessential part of this campaign. You want to experience the venomous creatures and the poisonous environment and the viruses and so on and so forth. But she was really sad that she had to use her Imperial arm because it's like cheating in her mind. It's like cutting corners, massive corners. And lo and behold, river, and then frozen over, we run in there, we kill everyone, except for like 3 guys, so they can come back in the future to try and kill us. So, Esdeath, again, we see her mentality, really messed up, very savage. But at the same time, even though she's savage and twisted, there's a certain degree of elegance in her savagery, which I think is weird, but I guess that's a part of her charisma, a part of her confidence. So, where we go now, we're going to probably focus on Tatsumi and him being a part of the Zoid squad, the Jaegers, and Jaeger 0. And I think what is very important to keep in mind is the fact that he probably will get some degree of training. I mean, first he has to get over the fact that he's pretty much like Esdeath's pet at this point in time. And you can see based on the previews, Esdeath is completely like seducing him. She's doing what Leone did, but to a much higher degree. And she is just cleavage and legs everywhere. It's like, whoa. And mind you, that Tatsumi, he's not seasoned, alright? He's not senior pink. He's a young buck. And he's walking into the wolves' den. That's a problem. That's a big problem. So overall, the episode, it's a very fascinating setup to a situation that I called, but I didn't think it'd actually roll out that way, where she would just grab the dude. And what happens when it comes, because if Akame does wind up going into their headquarters and trying to save Tatsumi, well, she may run into Kurome, and how that works out is going to be something fascinating. So, because if that's the case, then one may die given their first meeting, because of the whole Imperial arms, when they fight, someone has to die kind of shtick. And before I go, a scene that I want to mention is when you have Esdeath, and she takes on the Jaeger cats. Like, she tested them. Wave didn't do so hot, obviously. So you can say that based on that, he is like the least experienced. But what was fascinating was you have Kurome and you have Run, who actually did a pretty good job. And Kurome was actually able to remove Esdeath's mask. But Ubiquitous, she was completely caught. Like, Esdeath pretty much neutralized Koro and her in one fell swoop. So it's another good indication of the power difference between Esdeath and someone like, let's say, Shele. So, again, more hype for Miss Esdeath. So, overall, the episode, it was fun, entertaining, you had very good animation. When Tatsumi took on like that one dude, and that one dude, he had like a bull face. Like, no one referenced that shit. So this guy may actually be part of the other species that actually exists around the country. Remember that. How their country is surrounded by like other territories that other species live in. So this bull guy may be part of those species. But Tatsumi took him out fairly easy, and it shows you how he's grown. Where in the past it would have been a lot harder, but now it was like easy. And that was good animation in that particular fight. And overall good animation. It was fast paced, but they covered a lot of ground, which helps restore progression, obviously. So overall rating is going to be a good plus to great, and I will see you guys later. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.